Having made his debut as one of the original Vault Hunters in Borderlands 2, Zer0's history very much still remains a mystery. He speaks almost exclusively in haiku poetry and only has 4 digits on each of his hand, implying that he's not a human. Displayed on his helmets are many different internet slang emoticons and acronyms as a way of expressing his emotion. While he does speak, his cold and mysterious voice are hard to indicate as to what he's thinking and or feeling in the current moment. As an assassin for hire, Zer0 takes all sorts of jobs, from political assassinations to the common hit job. The problem with this is that Zer0 became so good at his job that it actually began to bore him. There was no challenge in what he was doing anymore, even when he tried to provoke one.
Why do you retreat? Face your end honorably. Make me work for it.
Who sent you? His sister? His kids? Whatever they're offering, I'll quintuple it.
This is punishment. His murder will be avenged, and I will be paid.
For God's sake, what do you want? Just tell me what you want.
For you to fight back. Bandits like you are easy.
What the hell are you?
I want a challenge.
It wasn't until he heard of the rumors of the legendary vault on Pandora that it piqued his interest.
Slag you, freak!
Leaves falling from trees. Snow drifting onto the ground. Life leaving your corpse.
Look at this freak! Shut up, Zeke. What do you want? A ninja guy?
I desire a challenge.
By the way your fruity ass talks, it sounds like you're plenty challenged. Can it, Zeke? Sorry, I swear it's impossible to keep that boy's mouth shut.
You would consider it a challenge then?
I guess.
This is intriguing. The vault, my masterpiece. Challenge accepted.
Holy, you cut off his head! Holy skag suck! You decapitated Zeke! Why's your helmet say 0?
He was no challenge. My skills have not been tested. I need something more.
There are some pretty dangerous bandit clans.
No.
The creatures around here are...
No.
The vault?
Go on.
Alien power, lots of danger. A real challenge. Huge challenge.
This is intriguing. The vault, my masterpiece. Challenge accepted.
He made his way to the planet for the challenge, one of which did satisfy his desire, but not one that he couldn't overcome. It was alongside the Vault Hunters Axton, Maya, Salvador, Krieg, and Gage that they all worked to stop Handsome Jack and fight the Destroyer. After the events of Borderlands 2, Zer0 would stay with the Crimson Raiders for a short time. One job he was sent on was by Moxie to obtain information regarding an old Atlas project known as the Gortys Corps. He is initially sent out to hunt down a bandit by the name of Bossa Nova and obtain information out of him. Throughout his chases, he initially encounters the main characters of Tales from the Borderlands. While Zer0 here spends most of his time chopping down psychos, Bossa Nova would get away. He does eventually track him down to his hideout, where on his stealth mission, saves Reese and Sasha from a skag and actually takes a very friendly approach to them. At the end of it all, Zer0 kills Bossa Nova and determines that he can't find out anything about the Gortys Corps and reports back to Moxie. It's not until later, after Fiona tells Mordecai that she's a Vault Hunter, that word passes down the grapevine back to Zer0, where once all the characters are deciding to fight the Traveler, he chooses to take part in. While the player is allowed to form their own combination of teammates, canonically speaking, Zer0 would take part in this battle. Through their experience, he grows closer to Fiona and, more importantly, Reese. In fact, very soon after these events, Zer0 would leave the Crimson Raiders to assist Reese in his rebuilding of Atlas. They do surprisingly grow closer together, trusting one another greatly, and Zer0 even begins calling Reese bro. And this would be the path for him in between the events of the games, serving as Reese's personal bodyguard, spy, assassin, and overall everyman for pretty much everything. A frequent objective he was tasked with was the tracking of Sasha and or Fiona. The game's not clear as to who, as she has gone missing after Reese re-emerged from the vault, though Zer0 would not find any leads.
Zer0, tell me you found something. Anything at all?
My spies are searching, but we have come up empty. There's no sign of her.
Damn it! Where the hell would... I've been so busy with this stupid war. Maybe I could've... I don't know, done something to help?
It is not your fault. No one vanishes from sight who wants to be found.
Something that would happen and seems quite out of character for Zer0 would be when he first met Lorelai. Being a former worker for a coffee shop Reese used to visit, when Promethea comes under siege, he sends Zer0 to assist her, but he becomes flustered.
This is my turf, you Malawan dickheads! Ha ha! You suck my smoking barrel, you wankers! I'll bite your ears off and feed them to you, you bloody slabs of duck butter! That's the last of them. We're safe for now. Maybe. What? Who's that?
Are you Lorelai? Reese sent me to back you up, but you seem, good.
If that toothbrush-haired wanker wants to help me, he can send over some pallets of food and water for the civilians we've got in here. I've got my bullets for backup. You staring at something, mate?
No, I wasn't. I'm Zer0. I'll go tell Reese. It was nice meeting you. Damn it.
Huh. That's a weird one. Tall, though.
She even scares him a little bit, but in a good way.
Lorelai scares me, but, in a good way. Am I making sense?
When it comes to Borderlands 3 itself, Zer0 aids the Vault Hunters in any way he can, and while Katagawa Jr. would go on to steal his suit design, acting as his imposter, Zer0 would be absent for most of this scenario. Being on the hunt, he was forced to remain radio silent. He would later go on to rejoin the Crimson Raiders on Sanctuary for a short while, tasking the Vault Hunters with assassinating various individuals. But probably the main line I want you all to hear are his words about Maya's death.
A warrior true deserved a much better fate. Rest in peace, Maya.
But the truth about Zer0 isn't as much of a mystery as we might think. As revealed in the Pandoran Gazette included in the loot chest exclusive of the game, Tanis has a section in the advice column where you can ask her questions about anything and everything. And one individual here asks about Zer0 and what she knows about him. A curious in Oldhaven asks, quote, "Dear Dr. Tanis, I have heard that you are acquainted with the Vault Hunter known as Zer0. I've been meaning to ask, that's not really his true name, is it? Hell, maybe Zer0 isn't even a he. Do you have any details on this mysterious figure?" End quote. And Tanis responds with, quote, "Dear Curious, I am indeed acquainted with the towering stack of leather and poorly written poetry that so many refer to as Zer0. As you have correctly noted, Zer0 is not the actual Vault Hunter's true name. Zer0's actual name and gender are continued in page 9, end quote. As you could have guessed, page 9 is not actually included in the loot chest, and it's meant to be a tease, keeping any and all details about him a mystery. But the point is, Tanis did actually learn and does know who he is. So if any details would come from one of the characters who aren't Zer0 himself, it would be Tanis. In fact, Zer0 actually has a line in Borderlands 3 which indicates someone knows something about him. After Katagawa's defeat, Zer0 questions where he could have gotten the blueprints for his Zer0 suit.
Damn Katagawa. How did he copy my suit? Did she? No, never.
While this statement is very enigmatic, per usual for him, it's clear that so few people know anything about him that when it comes to someone who actually has information on him, his mind jumps straight to them. That's not to say that he is talking about Tanis here or saying that she would do something like giving out his blueprints, but perhaps it could be another she he knows. But point is, people are out there that do know things about him. He's not as mysterious as we think. The game devs also like to hint as to what Zer0 really is as well. In Moxie's Wedding Day Massacre DLC, a skin was put in where his helmet was broken and it showed a robot eye. But the name for this head is not canon, clearly stating that this isn't what Zer0 really is. Another fun fact about Zer0 is that he met Zane Flint during the same Assassin's Bar when they were both on the path to becoming assassins. But for now, that's all we know about Zer0, arguably one of the most cryptic characters we have in this franchise, right up there next to the Iridians. But hey, if there are any other characters you'd like to see me do the history of, then be sure to let me know in the comments below, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.